So we are live. We are live. What's up, guys? How you doing? How are you doing today, guys? Let's talk about the stock market and how I have been able to make over 600% year to date. Okay, I'm going to show you guys some stocks. I'm going to show you guys a stock that is about to break out, something that you could buy. I think the market is still open. It's going to be closed in the next 12-13 minutes or so. I will show you one stock that's about to break out that I believe most of you guys already know about. We're going to talk about Bionano Genomics because we're still waiting for that reverse stock split, and then we're going to talk about some genomic stocks, possibly also. We're going to talk about artificial intelligence stock. We're going to talk about what's happening with Nvidia today, and should in case you guys are invested in it, what you should be expecting. Okay. And then I'm going to talk about Tesla also because I think Tesla is going to be announcing their Q2 delivery number this weekend or so. So we're going to talk about Tesla as well. And then I'm going to talk about AMD because one of my patron told me to talk about AMD. Good evening, Erasemeleta. Good evening, welcome. All right, guys. So we're going to start. I want to start with Parkview. I want to start with Parkview. There is this breaking news that's happened about Parkview today, and Parkview is the stock that I want to give you guys right now. I want to give you the buy signal of Parkview. Okay, and if you take a look at Parkview, we are still going to come back and talk about Bionano Genomics and what is going on, what you guys should expect, what is going on Twitter, yada yada. But before we continue with Bionano Genomics, I want to talk about Parkview. If you guys take a look at the market cap of Parkview, $3.2 billion right now. It is up 4.6% today. I gave the buy signal to my patrons immediately when the market opened today. Okay. If you guys can hear me clearly, please let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section, please. So now Parkview, if you take a look at this, there is a breakout presently going on with Parkview, a buy signal happening with Parkview. If you take a look at this box, I think I drew this a couple of weeks ago. I can't really remember when I drew this, possibly because of this breakout right here. So you guys can see that the price came down to retest this zone right here, so it's heading back up. I gave the buy signal to my patrons today, but of course it's not based on this. It is based on another chart, which I'm not gonna be sharing with you guys here. So you can see the price of Parkview, the price action is bouncing back. So I think Parkview rally should continue, in my opinion. Okay, but of course, don't sue me, bro. So I think this rally should continue. Perhaps it's going to get to $13.17, and then it's going to, maybe tomorrow we get to $13.17. Then it's going to consolidate a little bit. Then it will continue to rally towards $14 and possibly higher. So that is a buy signal of Parkview that I shared immediately when the market opened with my Patreon today. If you take a look at the 30 minutes chart, you can see the market opened somewhere around here. I shared the buy signal somewhere around here, $12.57 or so, and since then Parkview has been going higher. So all my patrons that bought that signal are right now sitting on some solid profit. Another stock that I want to talk about, but before I talk about that stock, before I talk about AI, let's quickly talk about this breaking news from Parkview today, because you guys already know that Parkview is trying to go into rare disease sector as well, which is of course where Bionano Genomics is. You can see Parkview, this new device, this review system that once upon a time I used to say that it's some ugly device, is making wave, guys. Review system. Parkview's review system empowers bioscientists to scale long read whole genome sequencing and unravel the mysteries of rare disease. So this right here is a bullish news, for Parkview investors. This is a bullish news right here, guys. So I'm not gonna go deep into it. So you can just go to Session, PR, Newswire, or whatever, and you can find this news right here. But this one right here is a bullish news for Parkview. So that is of course why I believe if you take a look at the price action of Parkview, the news is also supporting Parkview today. So I think the rally should continue on Parkview. So that is that about Parkview. Now let's talk about before I go into, let me first touch the genomic sector before I go into, artificial intelligence, Tesla, yada yada. Some stocks that is going to make you massive profit, guys. Okay, my portfolio is up over 600% year to date. Okay, and the funny thing is, last week I shorted the market. Okay, I was shorting Nasdaq, I even shorted Tesla, made some profit. I shared it with my patrons. I was shorting some stocks last week. I closed everything, and now I am long again. So for those of you watching me right now, that's a good news for you guys. So now I want to talk about CRISPR. Okay, because I think CRISPR is about to rally. Today is your lucky day. I share a lot of stocks with my Patreon, so I don't think it's going to be bad if I share a few with you guys right here. So this is the 30 minutes chart. I shared CRISPR with my Patreon. I think it was yesterday, not today. I think I shared it yesterday. So if you take a look at the dailies of CRISPR, you can see some kind of consolidation happening. Okay, you guys can see CRISPR has refused to break below 55 US dollars. Okay, and I think the rally should continue, okay, towards 67 US dollars. There are other reasons why I think this is a good bottom and why I think the rally should continue, but I'm not gonna be sharing that with you guys right here. It doesn't matter. Now, if you take a look at the 1 hour chart of CRISPR, okay, you guys can clearly see there is a channel right here, and I think that channel is going to be broken. Any rectangle, ellipse. I'm trying to look for what I can use to draw this. Okay, let me just use this rectangle. You guys can see there is a channel right here. Okay, we broke it a little bit today, but then the price came back down. But I think this channel should continue to hold, and I think CRISPR should break to the upside. So that is another one of the buy signals that I shared with my patrons. You guys can see right here. I think it should break to the upside, and there is plenty of room to make profit. Okay, you can see up to 71 and 71 US dollars. If you buy right now at 57 US dollars, you can still make good profit at up to 70 US dollars. So that is one about CRISPR. Now another stock that is all about. Okay, before I conclude with genomics, I don't want to just go into all sectors without finishing one. Let's talk about Bionano Genomics. I don't want to just jump into another sector, guys. Now, this is BNGO. So if you take a look at BNGO, it's still bearish. Today, Bionano Genomics signaled a buy today. But we all know that the fundamentals of Bionano Genomics is very weak right now. Okay, and I think that is the reason why that buy signal. This was a buy signal. Immediately the market opened today, it was a buy signal for Bionano Genomics. But the fundamental is shaky, and that's why I didn't share it with my patron. I didn't share it with anybody because I kind of feel like it's not worth it at the moment, because I think Bionano Genomics, we still need to know about that reverse stock split. They need to raise some money, they need to dilute some shares, they need to make some offering at the market, sell some shares, raise some fund, yada yada, before the fundamental of BNGO can be strong again. So there is a possibility the consolidation is going to continue, or the price is going to go towards 50 cents, which of course is where I got into this stock almost 3 years ago. Okay, now that is one thing about BNGO. Another thing about BNGO is that I am presently making some kind of poll on Twitter, and now let's talk about it a little bit, because Mr. Invest a Lot, he posted a video today, and today or yesterday, I think today, because I saw the video, I think it was today. So now if you take a look at this tweet, I made a poll on Twitter. This one says buying, holding, sold all, and most people are still holding right now. 92 votes are in. 41.3% says they are holding, and now sold all, 35% says they sold everything already, and 22.6% says they are buying. So the reason is, I would love to hear from you guys. Why, if you are buying BNGO, why are you buying? If you are holding, tell me why you're holding. And if you have already sold everything, let me know also why you sold everything. But from what I can see from this chart, this price action, I think those people that sold, they are winning right now. Okay, because if you take a look at it, BNGO literally set a new low, 52-week low yesterday. So whoever is holding is kind of losing on a daily basis. Meanwhile, those people that sold, okay, somewhere around here, they could still, easily just come in and buy cheaper, or if the price keeps going down, they could, come back and buy once the fundamental of the company is strong. But right now, the fundamental of BNGO is not really strong right now. Okay, and yeah, you can easily tell, those people that sold somewhere around here are making their money. I mean, this stock once upon a time used to trade at 15 point something US dollars. Look at that, somewhere around here. It used to trade somewhere around there, but right now it's just cents, 57 cents, guys. And there is a possibility it's still going to go on lower. Now, before I continue, Bionano Genomics, I made another poll that where do you think BNG is going to head to next? And then, 51.7% says to $1 US. I mean, why would BNGO go to $1 US? If you say BNGO is going to $5 or not, it's not even going to be up to $5 because right now it's almost at it's presently trading at 57 cents. So if they perform 5-for-1 reverse stock split, it's not even going to go to $5. It's just going to be 57 multiplied by 5. It's not even going to be up to $3. Meanwhile, if they perform 10-for-1, it's going to be just 57 multiplied by 10. So maybe then we're going to get above $5. So now most people are just saying right now they believe the price is going to $1, and I have to disagree with that. Okay, I mean, I don't see any reason why BNGO would go to $1 at the moment. Okay, they need to come out and perform. I still don't understand why they didn't perform the reverse stock split, at the beginning of the month when we saw a rally to 83 cents. That was when BNGO supposed to perform the reverse stock split. At least, investors did. I mean, look at it. We used to be at 83 cents. Right now we are at 57 cents. What exactly are they waiting for? Why didn't they perform the reverse stock split yet? Why? Let me know in the comment section, guys. They could have performed it at the beginning of this month while it was, closer to 90 cents, and it could have been something better for those that are holding, for investors. I mean, I don't understand what exactly they are waiting for. Maybe they are waiting for it to go to 30 cents, 50 cents, or whatever before they perform the reverse stock split. It's really crazy, man. Now so before I continue, Joe Butler and Mr. Invest a Lot, they came on this poll right here. Okay, Joe Butler, you guys know Joe Butler used to work. This man used to work for Bionano Genomics back in the days. He used to be the sales representative of BNGO, back in the days. But right now, Joe Butler is working for 10x Genomics, and yeah, he said he is still holding his shares of Bionano Genomics, and according to him, he said still holding, had first-hand experience talking to clinicians that said the tech is the holy grail, no lies. So I believe him. I believe Joe Butler. The technology is good. Okay, the technology is good. Sapphire is good. Yada yada. But then the company needs money to run the business. Okay, if they run out of money, the technology is not going to be important anymore. You guys should go and take a look at stocks. Okay, we have stocks like let me give you an example. We have EVFM. We have stocks like EVFM with a very interesting product, but then look at that, it has disappeared. Look at that, it's just keep going down. They keep raising fund after they keep making offering. And then we have stocks like FRCB, First Republic Bank. Okay, that is another stock. Look at that, this stock is up 72% as at now. But I am a buyer of this stock. I'm presently making some money from this right now. It's up today 73%. I shared it with my patron, so if you want to become a patron, these are the kind of things that I talk about on a daily basis. Those of my patrons that joined this rally are making profits right now. I think I shared it when it was around 60 cents. So right now it is around 73 cents. Very volatile stock today. If you take a look at the 1 hour, you can see this stock has been going crazy. But the reason why I'm showing you this stock is because Once upon a time, it used to be very. Let's go to the weekly. You can see once upon a time this stock used to trade around 200 US dollars. Right now it is trading at 73 cents. So what I'm trying to say is, it doesn't matter what kind of product you have if you cannot put your finance together. This is the kind of shit that happened. So, excuse me for my for my language. This is the kind of things that happen to companies. Okay, Edward, I've been with you from the beginning. They make my head spin sometimes. Yeah, I mean, Bionano Genomics CEO. I don't know what exactly they are doing, and the CEO for sure doesn't care about we retail investors. I'm not saying he should care about us, but at least he should acknowledge that we are putting our hard-earned money into his company. He should at least stop paying himself and try to the market has closed anyway. So Bionano Genomics need to put their things together so that at least something can happen. They need to perform this reverse stock split as soon as possible before the share price of the company goes to zero, for God's sake. Now Joe Butler says he's still holding, that he believes the clinicians are saying the technology is good. And then Mr. Invest a lot, he's the first person that came and commented. Mr. Invest, I need to like that comment. Wait for reverse stock split and dilution still, then I will consider this CA dollar cost averaging. So he said he's still waiting for the reverse stock split and dilution, and then like most of us, then we can at least start to perhaps talk bullish about Bionano Genomics. Now that is that about BNGO. Another stock that I want to show you guys today is I'm gonna start this afresh. Now let's talk about AI. AI is another stock that I shared with my patrons several times. I've made a lot of profit from this stock right here, AI. And today when the market opened, I shared the breakout with my patrons. It was trading around 33.5 or so when I shared it or so. And then it's closed green. Those of them that bought it, they are making massive profits. And the thing I want to tell you about AI is this is a very super volatile stock. Okay, if you take a look at this, you can see that this stock seems to still have some kind of room left to rally. Okay, I mean, you could easily ride it from 35 US dollars all the way to somewhere around 50 US dollars, and you could still make some solid profit. The reason why I am bullish AI and I think there is a chance it's going to get to 50 US dollars price target is because if you go to analyst, there is one super analysis. If you go to the analysis of the stock, I hope I can find it here. Outperform maintains 626, Piper Sandler, neutral to neutral. I want to show you guys what analysts are saying, what the analyst of C3 AI are saying. Hopefully I'm going to find it. C3 price target. For those of you that are interested in C3, we are just going to talk about it, and then we are going to move on to the next stock. Now if you come here, oh my god, everything is blocked. What is wrong with these people? Reject. Piper Sandler, JP Morgan. There is one analyst, but I forgot his name. Wedbush. Okay, Wedbush. 27 days ago, Wedbush analyst upgraded. Wedbush. I think his name is why am I forgetting this guy's name? Upgraded C3.ai. So June 1st. This is it. NASDAQ upgrade. So what's the name of this guy? I'm just forgetting his name. I shared it with my patron. You guys can see Wedbush upgrades C3.ai Inc. and close this nonsense. And they set a price target. I think the price target was okay. 49 reported closing 40. Yada yada. What is the fund price target? I'm going to try to search for it. The average price target represents a decrease yada from its price target 40 US dollars. Price target. I can't find it. Anyway, the price target is supposed to be 50 US dollars or so. It's supposed to be 50 US dollars price target, but I cannot find it, so forget about it. Now C3.ai finance. because these are the kind of companies that you guys can make, solid profit from right now, if you know how to, buy when you're supposed to buy and sell when you are supposed to sell. And I have been fortunate enough to buy literally every rally of this stock right here. I shared with my Patreon when it was 19.4 US dollars or so. We rolled it all the way to 43 US dollars. This one right here, 43. And then we sold everything somewhere around here. It came back down. We didn't, follow it. No, I sold it here, and then I opened a short position. My person that are watching this right now knows about this. I opened a short position somewhere around here. It was a day before the earnings, and then the earnings came, and then it dropped to almost 30 US dollars, and I sold everything. So this rally is the only rally that I missed, but right now it is back, and right now we are riding it. We want to ride it back to the promised land. So if you want to join us, feel free to join us. That is that about C3.ai. Then let's talk about Tesla. Tesla. I think Tesla is about to, go on another massive rally. I bought Tesla around 111 US dollars, somewhere around here. Those of you that are following me on Twitter, you can easily find it even on my pinned tweet. Okay, back when I bought Tesla somewhere in December or so, 2000 so somewhere around here I bought Tesla. Okay, it was January, beginning of this year. I bought it somewhere around here, 111 or so. I even made my book, based on that buy signal. So now Tesla rallied. I sold, bought back around here, sold again. This is what I do best, guys. I am able to catch any breakout that is about to happen, and I and my patrons, we rode it again all the way from 170, 180 to this top right here, and then we sold last 2 weeks or last week or so. We sold everything. Yeah, last week we sold everything, and then we are back again in Tesla. So if you want to join us with Tesla rally, let me know in the comment section, or just follow the links and become a patron. We hope to ride this to another promised land. So that is Tesla. Tesla is going to be announcing their Q2 earnings. Okay, they're going to be announcing it, I think, at the end of this month. Today is 28th, probably over the weekend, maybe on Sunday. They're going to be announcing, no, not earnings, delivery, number of cars delivered. And then Tesla is possibly going to be let me go to their Tesla. I want to see their earnings date. Tesla. So the earnings date is going to be on July 18th of July to 24th of July. That's when they're going to be announcing their earnings. So yeah, that's about Tesla, up 2.4% today. And then AMD, one of my patrons asked me to talk about AMD. Let's talk about AMD. The reason why AMD went down today is because of what is going on with NVIDIA. For those of you that are not familiar with NVIDIA, let's talk about what's happened with NVIDIA today. Then I'll go back to AMD. There is a geopolitical warfare right now going on. If you take a look at this news right here, you can see new AI chip export ban would amount to geopolitical economic warfare. So according to this news, America is once again trying to cause some kind of problem with China. They don't want China to have access to all this badass American technology. NVIDIA warns of lost opportunities if US bans AI chip exports to China. So this is the news that is at the beginning of the markets today, drove everything literally down. And then later, when Jay Powell came on, he spoke. There was a Jay Powell meeting. He spoke about the stock market, the interest rate hike, yada yada, the pausing, and then the market picked back up. And immediately after he finished speaking, and I track a lot of stocks. When I saw that the market was moving again, I shared buy signals with my patrons immediately, and that's why we are up today. Okay, literally every shares, every stock that I shared with my patron today rallied. So that's why NVIDIA is down, because of this news that is happening with China. So let's go back to AMD, because my patron, one of them, asked me to talk about AMD. So let's go back to AMD. So AMD went down today based on that news as well. Let me see. China needs to prep for some yada yada. Cheap stocks take it. Look at that. Cheap stocks take heat. Zoom info shares rise. Overstock looks yada yada trending. So that's what happened with AMD also today. Now let's take a look at the price action of AMD. Now the earnings is going to be on the 31st of July. AMD is a very, very strong company, guys. I have been buying and selling AMD for over 4 years now, when this stock was trading literally below 10 US dollars. Let me go to the monthly and show you guys what I'm talking about. I've been in this market for some years now, guys. This is me buying AMD. Look at that, 2 US dollars back in 2016. That's when I have been crazy about AMD. 2015, 2016. Now if you take a look at oh my god, this is too big. I need to reduce this. I didn't even notice, guys. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Now if you take a look at this right here, you guys can see that AMD broke out in 2016, and since then it has never looked back. Okay, since 2016, that's when AMD broke out. It used to trade below 10 US dollars. So I followed the rally, but then I'm not as good as I wasn't as good as I am right now. So I didn't really hold on to my shares and ride it to the promised land. But since then I have been just buying and selling AMD on and off. So one thing I can tell you about AMD is this company is going nowhere. Okay, this company is going nowhere, and I think very soon AMD, maybe next year, I think they are also going to figure out, I think they made an announcement a couple of days ago or last 2 weeks that next year AMD is going to come up with some kind of graphics card, or on what is it called, this chip, this AI chip that Nvidia is selling. They came up with their own design, and I think next year they will start to sell it. So there's a possibility that AMD is going to eat into Nvidia's market. Okay, all this LLM or multi-language or whatever, learning artificial intelligence, whatever. So AMD is going nowhere, guys. This company is going nowhere. Now this is a breakout still continuing. This is monthly chart. Now let's take a look at the weekly, because that monthly, right now we still have some kind of correction going on. So this right here is the weekly. You guys can see it's literally just still going higher. This literally setting a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, yada yada. So I think the rally is just going to continue. That's my opinion about AMD. But you just have to be able, it's also very volatile. You have to be able to hold on to the shares. So in my opinion, okay, this is a buy signal for AMD right here, guys. This right here is a buy. If I was going to share this with my patron, now that I am live, let me just share it with you guys what I'm going to do with AMD. So this is what I'm going to do with AMD, guys. I'm just going to be watching this zone right here. We have a bad news that came in today about the chip industry. American government saying there's a possibility they are going to stop them from selling to China, yada yada. So I'm just going to be watching this box right here. Once AMD breaks out of this channel to the upside, I think this is a buy signal in my opinion. You just have to set your stop loss somewhere around 106 US dollars or so, or maybe somewhere a little bit, maybe 105 US dollars, 104 US dollars, somewhere around here. Put your stop loss somewhere around here, open a buy on AMD, and if it goes higher, I mean, you can ride this to the promised land. Okay, so this is AMD. You guys can see it's still going higher, literally setting a lower higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Now that is AMD. Another company that I could talk about, I've spoken about the artificial intelligence sector, spoke about Tesla, spoke about genomics. Which other stocks can I give you guys? Which other stocks? Yeah. I think that is it, guys. If you have any, what's going on, Adam Meister? I'm very good, brother. Thank you very much. I'm good. If you guys have any stock that you would love me to talk about right now, like now, let me know. Let me know, please. Let me know. Meta, Netflix, there are a lot of stocks. I mean, if your portfolio is not up over 100% year to date, what are you doing? What are you doing? The funny thing is, at the beginning of this year, I was sharing a lot of buy signals, literally a lot of buy signals with my followers on Twitter. I was sharing, so man, look at that. C3.ai was around 28 US dollars when I even shared this breakout right here back in March, 3rd of March. That is when I shared this. But most people will never believe you if you tell them you have some kind of edge. Look at this NASDAQ. I was buying NASDAQ. Google was trading around 100 US dollars when I shared this. Right now, Google is above 100 US dollars. People just don't want to, kind of have a benefit of doubt or whatever. Look at Nvidia. I shared Nvidia in December 28 when it was trading around 140 US dollars. Today, Nvidia is in the moon. Okay, Nvidia is in the moon. It's not even to the moon. In the moon. Now, this Baba is not really AI. Which other stocks have I even shared on? This one is MicroStrategy. Okay, this is my go-to stock whenever the crypto market is down. Whenever I spot a breakout in the crypto market, instead of me buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, or whatever, I just go to MicroStrategy $MSTR. Put in some leverage and ride the baby, okay, to a promised land. So MicroStrategy is another stock that I have made massive profit from in this year. And yeah, I just stopped posting because it doesn't make any sense to me anymore. I stopped posting all these buy signals on Twitter. I just stopped because I also don't want to sell this book anymore. I created this book. It's about over 30 pages, I believe, and I wanted to sell it like I posted a link about selling it. I think it was 100 US dollars or so that I wanted to sell it, but then I don't want to sell this book anymore, guys. There is no way I am going to share my strategy with in a book and sell it for 100 US dollars. No freaking way. I'm not gonna share this anymore, because this is my blood and sweat, and most people just don't respect it. They don't want to believe that I have an edge. Somehow I have been able to figure out what is working for me right now in a bull market. I am a beast, baby. So yeah, just to close this video, for those of you that didn't join me from beginning, Bionano Genomics closed trade today minus 1.49%. The market cap is now 178 million US dollars. This is super sad, guys. Bionano Genomics market cap used to be over 3 billion US dollars. 2 years ago, over 3 billion US dollars. They raised some money, 350 million US dollars. And then this is what is left, 178 million US dollars. And after acquiring about 3 companies or so, even they acquired by Discovery for 100 million US dollars. Look at that. This literally like 70, like I don't even know what to say. And it's really tiring to be sharing some bullish news about BNGO right now, because I don't really agree with what the executives are doing. That's why I stopped sharing any bullish news about BNGO, because Mr. Invest a Lot still posted a video talking about the users of Bionano Genomics. Where is the guy? Mr. Invest a Lot. Let me go to his page. He posted the video. I think I watched it, but I don't think I finished the video. Where is it? Where is his video? He made a video. Yeah, he made this tweet right here. Okay, he said OGM is hot, and many in the genomics community are curious. My latest video shows this meeting for professionals in Europe. Look how packed the room is for learning about Bionano Genomics optical genome mapping. Watch here. So he shared on this tweet right here, and he said the room is packed with professionals, those that are curious about the technology of optical genome mapping and possibly want to use it, and so on and so forth. Now let's go to Mr. Invest a Lot video comment section. Okay, let me even react to his comments, because I saw that he had like 35 comments. And the funny thing is, a lot of people are literally buying BNGO, guys. I don't think now is the best time to buy BNGO. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Because from what I am seeing, from my knowledge, from my experience, I have made over 600 videos about this company. Over 600 videos. And right now, everything is working for me, okay? I mean, technical analysis, fundamental analysis. Now, if you go through his comments, this guy, for example, Daniel said, had my position in this company since I bought at 57 cents before the meme run. Can you imagine? This guy bought literally almost the same time that I bought mine. Oh, what is that? So he bought at 57 cents, rode it up and rode it down. So he also didn't sell it like most of us. Remember when you first started covering BNGO, and I must say your content is always solid and entertaining. Glad you are still covering this company and staying positive. One day when we get rich of this position, I must buy you a paint. Cheers. I mean, look, I also made that mistake. Okay, I mean, if you put money in a company and it rallies. I believe when Bionano Genomics rallied, okay, all the way to $15 or so, my position was up over 600%, guys, over 600%, and I didn't sell. That was a horrible mistake, because most of us back then, we believed, it was my first time to go into genomic sector. It was my first time to even start a YouTube channel. Okay, it was my first. I wasn't a YouTuber, guys. I was just making videos to share my own experience with Bionano Genomics, and somehow I ended up being a YouTuber. So the mistake that we made was we did not sell at the top. And that is the mistake that I am never making again, guys. I'm never making it again. Another thing that I want to tell you guys is, another mistake that we made was we kept dollar cost averaging. We kept buying the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. I made tens of videos about buying the dip. That was just a huge mistake. If something keeps going down, do not dollar cost average. Just wait for a bottom. Wait for the fundamentals to be aligned with the technical analysis before you buy, okay, before you dollar cost average or buy the dip. And that was the mistake that we made with BNGO. And before I continue with BNGO, Cisco Investor shared something that I found very, I cannot say I found it funny. Not to disrespect my friend Cisco Investor, I didn't find it funny, but he shared something about his conversation with Eric, and this is horrible, guys. Look at what Eric told Cisco Investor back in the days. Look at that. I don't know when this conversation happened, but if you take a look at what Eric said, he said, "We cannot be in a position to go to the market begging ever again. The dilution with two raises is about half of what the one raise was last April, and far less than the two structured financings were in 2019-2020. The company's cash runway is probably 2 times what Parkview is, and we need to be able to outrun." So the CEO of BNGO was talking about outrunning Parkview, which of course is the same narrative. This guy literally manipulated all of us. Okay, we got pumped, we got hyped. Look what is happening today. He was talking to Cisco Investor about outrunning Parkview, and then we can now invest in product. So they raised money 2 times, and then that was when this conversation happened. We can now invest in projects that have been in the sidelines because of lack of resources. Okay, they invested in some projects, but where is the result? We still don't know yet, because they have literally run out of money. And if they run out of money, the money that BNGO has is going to last them till the end of this year. If they run out of money this year, okay, without raising some money, it's over. Now, people should be thinking about Bionano as the next Illumina. This is another statement that the CEO of BNGO made that we should be thinking about. He told us this is the Tesla of genomics. All these experts were coming in, all this from this hospital in Toronto in Canada, one of the largest clinical hospital right there. Then we have MD Anderson, coming in. We have Radboud, University of Radboud, whatever, coming in. We have all these experts coming in talking about Bionano Genomics, and we were just drinking the Kool-Aid, and we forgot about the price action, the technical analysis, which was bearish. Okay, it has been bearish for the past 2 years. That's what most of us forgot about. We focused only on the fundamentals, believing that if you put your money in any stock that is fundamentally that has a very good product, that somehow the market is going to catch up. We were also supposed to be focusing on the technical analysis. While BNGO was going down, we were supposed to even short BNGO, but we didn't. Okay, we were buying the deep colors of the dollar cost averaging while the CEO was telling us sweet things. And then now that we need the CEO to tell us, something positive, to we retail investors that are sitting on massive profits. Some people have taken their losses, thousands, okay, hundreds of thousands of dollars lost. He's not doing anything. The guy is nowhere to be found. Look at that. He said people should be thinking about Bionano as the next Illumina. That is a vision we don't want to leave to the whims of capital markets. We have just built a war chest that allows us to play for keeps. Period. No apologies here. Thanks for your support. Spread the word. So he was literally telling Cisco investor to go and spread the word of Bionano Genomics that we have raised some money. I mean, this is crazy. Cisco investors shared this. This happened in 20th of January 2021 when so he said when Illumina, or did I not understand? No longer strapped for cash, or forever strapped for cash. Thanks, Eric. You are the best. Oh my God, what a disaster, guys. What a disaster. Anyways, now to continue. So the comment section of Mr. Invest a Lot, if you take a look at the comment section, look at that. So my boy Rose came in. He said, great tech, fantastic, future potential, poor management. The last item outweighs the other two, sadly. I sold 75% of my shares a few weeks ago when I heard the reverse stock split was voted in. Had management been intelligent, they would have cut ridiculously overblown bonuses and salaries on one hand and made an effort to find an investor for a direct offering much before the share price started to decline under $5 over 18 months ago. And let me tell you guys about Rusty Roos. This man, I was shocked, okay, when I read that he sold 75% of his position, guys. This man was one of the strongest Bionano Genomics bulls that I know out there. Unfortunately, he sold 75% of his positions, I believe, in perhaps tiny profit, because he bought also very cheap back in 2020, but I think he sold in losses. So he's also blaming the executive, overblown bonuses, and and they were supposed to be cutting head count. Instead, they were busy adding more heads, okay, spending money. The CEO made millions of US dollars in the past 2 years, while we have been losing. Now Miguel, this guy said candy blow. Miguel, what about competition? Is there anyone like Illumina that could be a threat to BNGO? Thanks a lot for your amazing research. The only competition coming for BNGO right now, guys, sadly, is Parkview. Parkview, Pacific Biosciences of California. I mean, we used to insult Parkview, but Parkview has grown after they developed, they dropped that device, that review. You guys can see what's going on with Parkview. And Parkview also said before 2026, okay, 2026, they are going to be cash flow positive, and possibly they are going to be profitable. And that is what investors want to hear. Bionano Genomics, they don't have any path to profitability. They don't have any path to cash flow positive or whatever. Meanwhile, Parkview already has it. BNGO doesn't. And that is the competition that is coming for Bionano Genomics. Parkview is coming for BNGO. Okay, rare disease. Look at that. Look at this news that I shared at the beginning of this live stream. Parkview's review system empowers bioscientia to scale long-read whole genome sequencing and unravel the mysteries of rare disease. So unfortunately, Parkview cannot do some things that BNGO can do today, but they are getting there. Okay, they have hundreds of thousands of, I'm saying thousands, hundreds of millions of US dollars to invest for research, for research purpose. And Bionano Genomics has less than 100 million US dollars. Okay, Edward, what's going on, brother? What do you think about a short squeeze? I bought the dip like a dip, and I don't think there is going to be any short squeeze at the moment. Everybody is waiting for Bionano Genomics to just announce the reverse stock split and dilute some shares at the market before they can talk about any short squeeze. Okay, that's what we're waiting for. We are waiting for some kind of crazy news that BNGO has delivered like 30 devices in Q2 or 35 devices, not 20, 19, 20, 19. Okay. So Olajide Bello, Coinbase. I think Coinbase has been rallying. I think what's going on, brother Ola? Now let me quickly talk about Coinbase, then we can move on. Okay. Ola is one of my patrons. Coinbase Global Inc. Now, I think Coinbase has been rallying for some days now. Look at that. For the past 5 days, Coinbase has been, kind of rallying. Look at that. Coinbase has been rallying for the past 5 days or so. But, I'm not a fan of Coinbase. I would rather just buy my micro strategy instead of Coinbase. If you take a look at Coinbase, you can see that since May, okay, of 2020, Coinbase has literally been trading at the same zone. Meanwhile, we have other stocks rallying, okay, setting all-time high literally on a daily basis. So that is what I'm not doing right now. I'm not buying anything that has been going down, ridiculously, or consolidating super, long without any direction. Of course, it looks like Coinbase consolidation is over. You guys can see right here, everything, all these moving averages have become somehow horizontal line. There is a chance that if there is a very strong news, Coinbase is going to break to the upside. But I'm not a buyer. I'm not a buyer of Coinbase. So, Ola, I hope that was helpful. Now, going back to okay, Mr. Invest. This is where we are. So let's go to another comment. Very good and encouraging. So disappointed in management, especially paying all the board members off. Another one, keep up research mates, much appreciated. Another one, I had a problem with PayPal, but I didn't forget. Okay, they want to send him some money. Reverse split on the stock would be pretty wipe out the bag holders, kiss of death. So a lot of people are scared. Okay, look at this guy. I am minus 90% down. Okay, literally, I'm just too stubborn to sell. I might buy again eventually. I mean, why would you be buying something that has been going down for you could easily put that money somewhere else and make some profit right now. If you don't know what to buy, just become my patron. Let me give you some buy signals. There are tons of companies. I'm in every sectors, guys, every sector. So what else? Great video. I think that is that. No, reverse stock split only leads one way, down. So that is that about Bionano Genomics and some reacting to some comments from Mr. Invest a lot. Wonderful video. I'm going to give him a like. So yeah, that is that, guys. Now Edward is using Sapphire AstraZeneca. Edward, I know literally all these companies that are using Sapphire device. Okay, that is not the question right now. It's not who is using Sapphire device. We need sales. We need Sapphire device to be installed, over 30 devices per quarter. Okay, each device is like 150,000 US dollars. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's what we are. That's where we're going to be ending on this video today. So just go to my Twitter page and try to let me know. Try to vote in this poll. This one right here is, what is your portfolio performance year to date? Let me know what your portfolio is like year to date. Mine is up over 600% year to date, so I would be in this category right here. Now if your portfolio is not up over 100% year to date, what are you doing? It costs about 10 US dollars to become a patron. Don't sleep on it. BNGO, let me know if you are buying, selling, or holding Bionano Genomics. 95 votes are in. 42% of people are still holding. And then let me know where you think BNGO is going to next. 50 cents or $1 US. See you guys in the next one. I remain your boy Dio. This is Frunkla. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Thanks for smashing the like button. Thanks for always supporting your boy. Maybe I'm going to be doing this, on a daily basis, and we can always talk about the markets, talk about technical analysis, fundamental analysis, what I'm buying, what I'm selling, how I'm making